Hello, welcome back to my page. My name's Rachel, Angelic Goddess of Love, and I'm going to be talking today about awakening and Christ consciousness and enlightenment, which to me means all the same thing really. So I've been on a spiritual path for quite some time now, induced by a traumatic near-death experience, and throughout that path I started self-healing, and I really got into the divine feminine and masculine and all stuff like that, and what I noticed was on my path that to be a fully awakened woman, that you need to merge your subconscious as well as your conscious energies together, which are you might hear some phrases like versus dark, masculine versus feminine, yin versus yang, and all the other phrases that are going around, which to me all mean the same thing. They just mean your subconscious and your conscious mind. So your left and your right sides of your brain, so once they're both brought to attention, brought forward and healed, and you've made positive steps to alchemize all of them, then you become the awakened woman or the awakened man. So when I was doing research about enlightenment, I really wanted to look, I started looking on YouTube and stuff like that, and I come across a video with Oprah Winfrey and one of the enlightened masters, and what they said, what she said was, is, you know, if you're having a stressful day, how do you manage it? And he says, well, I try my best to remain calm. So I thought, oh, okay, well, try your best. So for me, I took that as a, you know, you're not going to be completely calm all the time if you're enlightened. You know, we're living in a society where we're mothers, we're business women, we live in highly developed areas where we do, you know, we've come here for a human experience as well. So there are going to be daily pressures and stuff. It doesn't mean that you're going to be, you know, you're going to be at peace, a lot of peace. There's going to be no overthinking all the time and things like that, but there going to be times where you do get a little bit stressed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have any other trauma that you need to heal. That just means that, you know, sometimes you're going to be facing them situations. So sometimes it's our perception about what we feel enlightenment is too. Sometimes we can have preconceived notions that it's just this complete bliss where you're completely at bliss all the time, and yet you are, and you're grateful, and you're in the present moment. But you know, for me, I've got 4 children, and sometimes they do stress me out. But does that mean that I'm not enlightened? Does that mean that I'm not an awakened woman? Well, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not, does it? It's all based on the perception that you have and what you view enlightenment to be. Sometimes we can have these ideas that are not really realistic to a society that we're living in today. So when I say you're masculine and feminine, what I mean is we all have masculine and feminine energies, both male and female. And your feminine energies are your motherly instincts, you know, the feminine aspects of yourself, but your masculine are probably known as your dark. So when you start your awakening and your self-healing process, what you do is you tend to focus on, and rightly so, because, you know, we've all been through extreme trauma, so rightly so that you do focus on how you've been treated and how you can better yourself through the process, and that's when the self-healing journey begins. So you focus and you heal all of that, and then when you come to doing that, then you come to a stage where you're merging your subconscious. So that's when your masculine energies start to come in. So some of your masculine energies can be how maybe you've contributed towards situations in your life, and things like that. So one of the sides of the healings is how you've been affected by your past, and then the other one is how you may have contributed to some things, not all things obviously. There's some things that some traumas, you know, that you couldn't possibly have contributed to, and that's completely honest. But in our daily lives now, how our behavior may, you know, hinder us from moving forwards, and stuff like that. So then you go through and you heal all that and you make positive changes, because we all are in a situation where we are in control of our energetic bodies. We're in control of what we will and what we won't allow, but we're also in control of how our behavior and our actions affect other people. So sometimes, like when I was on the beginning of my journey and I was self-healing how I've been treated, and I was still really hurt by that, and rightly so. You should, you know, rightly so, for you to be feeling that way. We're not discrediting it at all, we're really not. So sometimes when you're in that mood, you don't really see how your behavior too is affecting how you are living your life. So it's really hard at that stage for you to sort of see past that, if you know what I mean. But once you start really self-healing all of them traumas and you let go and you forgive, that's when you know you're strong enough to deal with how you may have contributed to stuff, and that's when you start to realize that you are your own, you are in charge of your own energetic space, and you can make positive changes to that. So when you do that, so you're aware of how you've been treated, but you're also aware how your energy affects other people. When you do that, you can alchemize a lot of it and make some positive changes. And then when you do that, that's when you merge your masculine and your feminine energies together, and that's when you become the fully awakened woman or the fully awakened man. So that to me is enlightenment, is awakening. I can only speak from where I'm at now, but I am working with Sophia Christ Consciousness energy at the moment, and that's sort of what I've been guided to. Everyone's path is different, so if it doesn't resonate with yourself, then that's completely fine, because we've all our truths matter. No one's truth is irrelevant. Everyone's truth matters in this. So that is my view on enlightenment and awakening. So I hope you all really enjoy that video, and if you do, please like and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing some more videos on twin flames. I'm going to be doing some videos on my path. For the past year, I have been guided by spirit in the physical reality with signs and synchronicities every day, and I've really let go of control, and I've been guided to this process that I'm in at the moment. So I'm in the process of writing this all up into a document, and it's going to be called The Magic of Life, and it is so special, and I know it's going to help so many people. But I'm going to also be talking a little bit about this on this channel too, to get you all to really believe, trust and lose control, and it will really help you on your path. So I'm going to be talking about stuff like that too. I'm going to be talking about negative thoughts, dark nights of the soul, and many other issues and stuff that I have gone through, and how I can best help. And I'm also going to be talking a lot about anxiety, PTSD and all of the stuff as well. So please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing daily videos. I hope this has really helped. If there's anything that you want me to help on, then just please put a comment below with a question. I can answer all questions about shamanism. I was attuned in the astral realms to shamanism. I've been astral traveling for about a year now, and it's something that I don't really do anymore, but I've got a lot of experience in that, the different astral realms. I can even do some journeying workshops on here with me drum. And if you haven't checked out my other video, it's on I've done an angelic sound healing video on self-belief, and that is brought to you by Sophia Christ Consciousness Energy too, with the Lemurians, angelic beings, and a few other high dimensional beings, including myself. So yeah, so hope you all enjoyed this video, and sending love out to you. Love.